about now? Oh, I think now it's working. Oh, my Lanta.
Yep.
Viewers, I am so sorry. Oh, my Lanta. Well, I had such a great
The,
starting.
there's a lot of good description there.
All right, nodes, geez, for the fact that I haven't streamed in about a month or so, it's probably well deserved. So apologies for those that were viewing and couldn't hear anything. Um, we are jumping straight into Dune Awakening's final trial, and once we complete this, the main Fremen storyline will be done. We've done a lot of off-stream gameplay. We are like level 103, as you can see in the top right corner. We've got the um, Bene Gesserit skill tree up to level 3. Not all of them are there yet, but we have the ability to learn at level 3. We advance the Bene Gesserit contracts. We also advance the trooper contracts to get us advanced grenades, advanced shooting techniques, and passives. Got the Shigerwire Claw, obviously, and then as you saw in the earlier video posted today, the Gravity Grenade. That helped us get unstuck with the buggy. That was a pain, but we were able to figure that out. This Gravity Grenade definitely came in clutch. So we are a Bene Gesserit Trooper with a little mix of Planetologist, and that Planetologist skill tree has given us just a lot of passives between our Suspensor Belts, our Power Packs, our Mining, Dew Gathering, which is our water gathering from the flowers, Still Suit passives, Mountaineering passives. Then we got the Cartographer, which allows us to create maps for others. So I can come here and within these white line areas, I don't have a sync chart right now, but if you look at the bottom left, I can make a sync chart of this entire Eastern Shield Wall or Missa Tiril, all these gaps, and then give that to another player, sell that at a vendor, and they would able to upload it to theirs. And instead of having this sand covered area, it would be fully open like this to them. So it's a way for players to not have to traverse or survey the whole map. They can get a sync chart from someone and just upload it themselves. As you can see, we've got 766 intel points. We've already unlocked so much. I think we've done, what's it say? It's not going to tell me because everything's unlocked now. I think we've spent 1,200 or so intel points already. So just shy of 2,000 intel points in the game gathered. What's left is our duraluminum and plastanium products to unlock, and that's basically your end game stuff, and getting the assault ornithopter and the carrier ornithopter, the sand crawler, a lot of deep desert stuff. I'd say that the duraluminum and plastanium is more the deep desert final end game type materials, weapons, armor, all that stuff. So yeah, we've put in a lot of time off stream. We've just been really busy on the personal level, coaching football, and that's taken a lot of our time. But I'm happy to be back live streaming with all of you. I'm going to try and do this more often. Um, yeah, so, geez, for the first 20 minutes, I was talking to myself, it looks like. Apologies again for those. Um, we did a base tour, so I can do that again when we get back, just so you guys have a good voiceover. But right now, we just dropped into the final trial area and going to attempt to complete that. Ran backwards. There were a couple PvE guys in here that we took out, and then I believe we just go up here. Approach the lock mechanism. Hope you guys get to see my character build. He's got some pretty big blue eyes, green eyebrows, grayish white beard and comb over hair, and of course the neck and head tattoo. So we're at the ornate door for the last trial, the 8th trial in Dune Awakening. This will finish out the Fremen storyline and the main storyline for the game. whir of machinery begins from the walls around the door.
We are the people of Misr. We have known flight and death. The young go on that our people shall not die. Where did our flight begin?
Oh shoot, is this part of the puzzle? I was probably supposed to remember this along the way. I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's this one. It has a name that sounds more familiar from...
We grew soft, Wali. So God
Okay.
brought us the weight of kindness to prepare for the typhoon. Name the planet where we lost our way.
Okay, this is part of the puzzle. This is sweet. So all these questions have to do with the lore of the game. So throughout the game, there has been a lot of dialogue and whatnot throughout the storyline, and different NPCs that you meet and communicate with, and they've communicated these puzzle answers. So this is really cool that they bring it back in the last trial, in a sense of like, you better have been paying attention. And I wonder if you get one wrong, what happens? Which is probably going to happen to us, but let's see. What planet? Fortune.
On our wanderings, we came to a planet devoid of gods, where war was constant and
Salusa
violence
Secundus.
was religion. Have you learned its name, Wali?
Yes.
We remember the slave cribs where we were held, weeded out, persecuted. Do you remember too, Wali?
Slave cribs. Well, I guess it's a process of elimination at this point. I think it's between these two. Oh man, I wasn't expecting this.
The thread of the past was carried by word until we found the poison drug.
Oh,
One of
yeah,
the
that's this
cursed
one then.
planets was a blessing for our Sayadina.
Rasak.
So many planets, across so many centuries. Our people broke apart, split, reformed. Some planets we barely remember at all.
Well, we know it's not Arrakis, and it's definitely not Harmonsep, so third rod it is.
A long journey,
Nice.
young Wali. But we are almost home. Just one last place
Ah.
of suffering, where
Yep.
our children were taken and made
This
slaves.
one is definitely Harmonsep.
The time of Mihna has ended.
That was really
Young
cool. I like that they really enveloped the
Pass
lore
within
into that
seek
and made
your
you,
Ummah.
you know, you're skipping through all the dialogue, you're going to be kind of SOL, in my opinion. So that was really cool. Good job, Dune. Good job, devs. So, pass within and seek your Ummah. Let's see what's beyond this ornate door. You can see my guy. Pretty cool. Oh, who's this? Oh, is this?
The path of the
No.
Zensuni Exodus is rare and hidden knowledge.
In the beginning of
You
this
are
game,
the
we had a
Moscow
Xantar
cultist.
character.
Who are you? What do you seek here?
So as you can see in the bottom dialogue, when you create your character, you pick where he comes from, you pick the class level, we picked peon, and then you pick like a specialty dialogue, and we picked technologist. So as you can see, it'll show technologist here, and that basically gives us a different dialogue. If we had picked something else, then this line of text would be a different answer to this stranger, which is also a really cool feature that Dune put in to kind of make it to where if you did play a different character, you would have a different set of dialogue throughout your gameplay. It wouldn't be the same communications that you're having. So, pretty neat.
The Fremen are long gone. Their siege is abandoned. Only their ghosts remain to haunt these halls.
Bila Kaifa.
That security door is encoded for Fremen biometrics. How did you bypass it? Perhaps we can help each other.
Of course. First I helped you get in the door. Now you want more help?
I'm a scholar of Fremen social, cultural, and philosophical constructs, both past and present. They fascinate me.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
I've
like a
studied the
loaded
layout
answer.
of this place. It's a death trap. Between the Mosqueret trying to blow their way in and the structural damage left by the Sardaukar, the whole thing could come crashing down.
Do we be an asshole? Do we go first? It's interesting. I wonder how this actually plays out into what happens. What do we think, Nodes? What should we do? Should we let her go first? Go as a team? Or just tell her to stay out of the way? I'm leaning towards the top two, but if you guys have a different thought, go ahead. You think we should do it as a team? Alright.
And I have yours. The name's Ari.
No longer a stranger, Ari.
I serve no one. Let's say I'm something of a freebooting academic. And like you, my interests lie in discovering the true extent of the Fremen eradication. Or more to the point, discovering if that eradication even occurred. South, maybe. Arrakis is a big place. And while we like to think we're at the center of all things, in relative terms, the sphere of Imperial influence is rather small. They could be anywhere beyond the deep desert or the Tanzaruft, as it's known to the Ikhwan Bedouin. Not entirely. I'm sure the Sardaukar massacred them by the thousands. This Sietch bears evidence of that. But you're right. I don't believe the Imperial account. And I'm hoping the truth, or part of it, awaits us inside. If we survive.
Alright. This pretty sweet room. Multi-level room. So all of the trials up to this, there were 2 trials out of the 8, this being the 8th, that were simply just listen to a recording. All the other trials unlocked specific items in the game for you and had various type of puzzle-like mechanics, whether it was dodging. Now we'll just keep that for the ones that haven't played it. But all the trials have been different. They varied in their own way. Oh, supposed to interact.
It serves the Emperor to depict the Fremen as barbarous and savage, but look at their
For those
craft.
just joining, we
I see the
are
work of a
completing the
socially
last
and
trial
materially advanced people.
of
A
the
people
Fremen
with
storyline,
practicality
getting the
and good
final
sense to worship a local
unlock
and
of
very
this
available god.
campaign-like story.
That's also, conveniently, an apex megapredator.
Met this stranger while she snuck in after I did the puzzle and opened the door. So she had it easy. She's being a little sus, though. Okay. There's definitely a way this way. Looks like a room over here.
This would have been the central water repository for the entire Sietch community. The Fremen value water above
Oh,
any
it's sweet.
commodity.
Didn't even realize
Feel
that
the
first.
dampness in the air, the smell of wet stone. It reminds me of a special
I want that
place
wall in the new house.
far away from here. To the Fremen, water is holy. Water is life. Consider the still suit. A design that's both a testament to Fremen ingenuity and a metaphor for their almost religious determination to
Band-aids.
never waste a drop.
You don't really need any of this. We'll take the money. We are so full on most of these mats. Those blocks. Alright. Looks like the other way it is.
Did you encounter the Masquerade on your way here? There's some kind of cult. Worm worshippers based out of an abandoned power station far to the west. It's odd to see them this far east. But if they found this place, they'll be coming.
A lot going on in this building. Explore the Sietch with Ari. So that's all we're doing.
Down here, water discipline would finally be relaxed.
Getting a full tour,
Visitors could
sounds
shed
like.
their dusty still suits and find refreshment.
Just another room.
Looks like there's no other way forward. I hope you brought your cutter ray.
Sure did. MK4, baby. Industrial.
We'll probably find that a lot of corridors and subchambers are collapsed and impassable. Some would have been brought down by the Harkonnen to deny key areas and resources to any survivors.
Aye.
Others would have been brought down by the Fremen themselves to crush
Do we
the
go
invading
right?
assault
Do we go
force or
straight? Do
channel
we
them
go
to a kill
left?
zone.
This is quite nuts. Didn't expect all this. What do we think, guys? Left, straight, or right? I imagine we're going to do all of them, but I mean, left. All right, we'll go left.
Don't touch the dead. It's standard Sardaukar doctrine to booby-trap the bodies of their fallen enemy.
No, I wasn't going to touch him anyway, but I mean, thanks for pointing that out. Oh! When you hear that noise, that's one of the underground flame mines. All that for 169 Solari?
I believe the Sietch power plant would probably be through there, and the air filtration systems beyond that. Many of those doors also led to exterior
So I
passages where the
imagine
water keepers would have maintained external dew
not
collectors
all
and
of these
wind
boulder
traps.
blocked
An extensive
passageways are
and
going to where we
lossless pipe
need.
system would deliver the gathered water to various catch basins and cisterns throughout the Sietch. However, all water would eventually return to the
Oh,
main
of course.
reservoir.
Of course. One led into 3 different options.
The Fremen were known to keep large nests of scorpions in order to harvest their venom for blades. That's a door I don't want to open.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No scorpions for me. Reminds me of the movie The Mummy when those scarab beetles just pop out of nowhere and start going inside your skin.
Strange to think these corridors once echoed with the hopes and dreams of a lost multitude. Mothers, fathers, and children
Yikes.
beyond count.
He looks a little
And
sick.
now, only silence. The silence this rock hasn't known in 10,000 years.
I'm gonna get lost in which way I need to get on my way. Which way we came in, even. Okay, this is looking promising. We got our spark sword. We just got this recently from completing one of the final contracts. Raided a base and ended up killing a boss and got the spark sword blueprint. Ended up building that. We do 76.5 damage per hit, but it gives a small jolt of electrical energy to our palms when we block a melee attack, which boosts our stamina just a little bit, which is real helpful when fighting multiple melee people at the same time, especially when they're full shielded, as you have to do slow attacks to break the shield. So, pretty cool sword.
Our first goal on Arrakis is grassland provinces. We will start with these mutated poverty grasses. When we have moisture locked in grasslands, we'll move on to start upland forests, then a few open bodies of water, small at first, and situated along lines of prevailing winds with wind-trap moisture precipitators spaced in the lines to recapture what the wind steals. We must create a true sirocco, a moist wind, but we will never get away from the necessity for wind traps. This ecological transformation of Arrakis relies upon us controlling 3% of the energy surface. Only 3% to start a self-sustaining system. Learn this lesson well. Our transformation begins in the plantations of the south and proceeds in simple steps to begin. Bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Man, these puzzles are not what I expected for the final trial, but I'm all for it. It's very Dune lore specific, and you gotta pay attention. And I'm pretty sure that whole conversation you had, I might have to listen to it again.
To begin, bind the dunes using grass.
Okay.
Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face.
1, 2.
Finally, introduce
So he's giving
animals
3.
to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the
giving
language
3.
of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Grass. So these are telling me what find. Oh, that's cool. So find. Shoot. What was bind? Huh. Alright. Bind. Dune. Grass. I think that's what he said.
To begin,
Bind
the dunes using grass.
Grass. Okay.
Secondly, create deep plantings in the
no,
shelter
sorry.
of the downwind face. Finally,
Bind.
introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned
That
to
was
recognize the language of the
No, that was
ecological
Dune.
transformation. Remember your lessons,
There's
and the
bind.
door to the future
And
will
Dune.
open.
Grass. It's gonna tell us if we get it right.
Very good.
Oh, sweet. Okay. That's what he's doing then. It's in his explanation talk there. He kind of says a sentence, and some of the words he's saying in that sentence are actually some of these symbols. Next one. Shoot. That was one of them. It's like a bunch of trees. That was one of them. It's like a tent, maybe? Yep. We're looking this week. Next one was a tent. And the wind for the tent. Alright, I don't remember
To
the last
begin,
one.
bind the dunes using grass. Secondly, create deep plantings in the shelter of the downwind face. Finally, introduce burrowing animals to aerate the soil. You will be tested on how well you have learned to recognize the language of the ecological transformation. Remember your lessons, and the door to the future will open.
Will it though? Animal. This one. So it's animal. And then oh wait. I think it was the one it was on. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Soil.
You share the knowledge of a Fremen pre-adolescent.
Oh, which that's why I wondered. It says sand, but he says soil, doesn't he? Yeah, interesting. Okay, well, sweet. That puzzle's done. Really cool feature they got for all that.
This must be the way.
Yeah, you keep following me and getting all the easy ways in. Ari. This is the way. Sure seems that way.
Now we come to the private living areas of the Sietch proper. In a Sietch community, the leader was known as the Nibe, and the various Nibes were often jealous of each other and like to measure.
I don't think they're
their
jealous of
influence by
this.
the number
These
of
guys
hearts
are
they commanded
dead.
within their Sietch. Sietch Talab is a smaller Sietch hosting roughly 500 hearths. Sietch Tabor,
Ammo
by
container?
comparison,
Always
the
take
community
that.
Harkonnen lived within was said to host well over 2,000.
This full suspensor belt.
That's
Oof.
the Masquerade.
Too fun.
I was hoping it would take them longer to arrive in force.
Wait,
We better
what?
hurry up and be done with our business here.
So they just landed above us? That's great. All jokes aside, I'm probably going back to a wrecked ornithopter for how long I'm going to be down here. We have a storm up there. I didn't really park it in the most safe place, so that's kind of unsettling. I'm not
This
going to
must
lie
be the
there.
Tavern of Council, the cultural and political heart of any Sietch community. It's here that Sietch dwellers would
There's
gather
hallways
to hear a
and
traveling
doors on
choir
doors.
regale the community with news from beyond. And up there, upon that great terrace extending over the room, is the reason we're here today. A death still. The place all Fremen end up at death, so they may return their water to the tribe. That script upon the platform reads, "The water of the tribe shall reveal the path." And I believe the path in question is related to the secret that's brought us both here. And while you are clearly no Fremen, you were able to pass their biometric locks without tampering or delay.
Okay.
Whatever
I
lies
gotta
beyond
rotate
here,
this thing.
I believe your
Rotate.
blood is the key.
Inner ring, outer ring, middle ring. Okay, so there's 3 rings. We gotta make these into the system, which I believe almost matches what we had on our wall in our bedroom. Okay. This might be tough. Hey, now I picked the middle and it rotated more. I don't know about that. So these channels need to line up with this one. Okay. Hey, get off the ring, lady. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, okay. So if you do the inner ring, it automatically does the outer ring. So we do the outer ring last. Good to know. Speed this up. One second, notes. It's responding to a message. All right. We're almost there. This is what it wanted, at least. Yes? No? Move. Pour blood on the nest. Oh, this is cool. Nice. Check this out. Okey-dokey.
Greetings, and Subakukua. If you are watching this, I am likely dead or captured. I came to Sietch in the same condition you find it now. Abandoned and despoiled. I must have triggered some kind of hidden alarm, because the Sardaukar were at my heels before long. They found me. I haven't long. So listen well. I was brought to this planet, like you and many others, with one overriding directive: find the Fremen. But when I finally came face to face with my quarry, I did not find the villains as described by the Communanet or the Emperor. Instead, I found a noble people being drawn into a conspiracy not of their making. A conspiracy extending from the very heart of the Imperium to the dark corridors of... I have to go. They don't know where I am right now, but I can't risk them finding what I leave for you. I wish there was more time. I have much to tell you, but your mere presence in this secret chamber indicates that the ones who sent us will not stop until they achieve their aims. I have hidden the details of my journey on a mimetic film locked within the safe on the wall. As with the security door and the death still, our blood is the key. And now, I lead the Sardaukar as far from here as I may. Ma salam.
Alrighty. You said the safe on the wall. For more money. Use blood to open safe. He wants a lot of my blood.
Who are you really?
What do you mean?
This film is encrypted with a kind of protection I've only encountered in the restricted section at the Nemesine Library on Artesia. I believe that encryption was of Ixian origin. That's not good. We need an Ixian decoder to access whatever is on this. And I have access to the resources of a great house. Don't be concerned. I'll reach out when I have more information. If we Atreides are known for anything, it's our stiff-necked honor. Besides, as a mystery, you rank right up there with this film. Parting with people is a sadness. A place is only a place.
Okay, so I got the film. She's apparently gonna bounce.
Tricky, tricky Fremen. I believe more than half the technology in this room violates the first 11 Butlerian prescriptions. Probably more. Thou shalt not make a machine in the likeness of a human mind. And while the Fremen are ingenious, this technology far exceeds their reach.
Wait, it looks like they're... Oh, that's awesome. We were looking up at this just a couple minutes ago, saying we wanted it on our wall. Here we are, popping out the mouth. However, I have a feeling that we're about to be jumped. Yep. Superb. Oh, whoa. Who are these dudes? This will be interesting.
It's the Masquerade. I'm going to try to draw them off. I'll make contact when I have the film decrypted.
Infidels! The lightning worm cannot be deceived! You will pay for your desecration in blood!
Oh, man.
Do not let them escape!
This is not what, let's see here. Yeah, maybe we can snipe out of here. Okay. I'm loving this sniper still. Remember, we're doing 15% increased damage when we... No, sirree, Bob. Loving this new pistol we got. It's kind of a hard to beat. Oh, okay, I'll identify myself. How's that for identification? Okay, they're everywhere now. Give me your blood! I'm pretty sure I'm just watching him spawn out of that corner over there. Guess now is not the time to get blood, huh? Always forget we have our sheep. Any more I want to try? No? You're saying I gotta go down there to send more of you at me? Here's someone. Are you down there? Well, too bad. Someone's here. I've been here. Alright. Wasn't too bad. Where'd that boss guy go, though? He wasn't one of these. Was he? Oh, their blood is mine now. They had a lot. Okay. They had a lot of still suit tubing. They definitely despawn pretty quick in here. That's alright. Find my way out. Well. This not the way out? Oh, okay. So the way in is not the way out. And because this is a multi-level, do we think it's down there? It is not looking that way. Oh, okay. Simple as that. Just go to the exit. Durr. Alright, now we, geez, pretty sure we got a long way up. Let's get that sugar wire pod back on here. Alright, D-Money, the final trial, I think is done. Yep. Now we're in the epilogue. Yeah, where am I? How's my plane at? Yeah, I unlocked a schematic for Ari's pistol. However, I think my pistol's better, but we'll just have to see. I was kind of worried there was a sandstorm while I was in there, and I'm going to come back to a destroyed ornithopter since I didn't park it anywhere safe. Oh, I know, right? One time I was headed down in an Imperial testing station, and I did the same thing, didn't park it anywhere safe because I was thinking I'd be quick, and then it was like, there'll be a sandstorm in 1 minute. I'm like, oh, great. Well, it doesn't look sandy, so it might be safe. We are headed back to base. We will redo a vocal tour of the base since the first 30 minutes of this stream was no audio. Oh, man, that's terrible. So again, at about 750 meters, you hit a high altitude. Oh, there's the worm, or a worm. Once you get above this high, go into vulture mode, and then you can dive to gain speed. You can barrel roll, which is quite fun. Flying in this game is real nice. Definitely a game changer when you start on a bike. The first thing you get is a bike. And as you progress the bikes to the MK1, MK2, all the way up to MK6, of course, they get faster, better handling, all those things. Higher durability, armor, whatnot. So this white area is where you'd mine flower sand, and you need that to build silicone blocks through the small chemical refinery. The silicone blocks are used for armor, different manufacturing units, amongst other things. It also gets mixed with other materials to make further materials. So mining flower sand, or harvesting flower sand I should say, is really good. Here is our outside of our base. We have one of the biggest bases, if not the biggest, in the entire server. We did get a jump start starting on June 5th. Put a lot of time in off stream, but I was able to put together this mix between
Are you there?
Chome
I've been trying to reach you
and
for a while.
I haven't managed to find an Ixian decoder for the mnemic film anywhere.
Chome and Caladian
That is
materials.
unusual, given the resources I have
So our
access
helicopter, our ornithopter bay, houses two.
to. Arrakis.
Looks like D-Money brought
I'll
his
keep
back.
looking, but I wanted to let you know.
And this is our
Keep your
loading
eyes
bay.
open.
This is where we
Maybe
have
one
our
of the towns
buggy.
has a black market trader who
We
kept
have
one in
all of
stock.
our...
I'll be in contact.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we keep our bikes parked up here quite nicely. And the buggy has a nice MK4 cuttery tool, so it mines all the way up to aluminum and basalt. And our vehicle fabrication. As we go up top, we can see our Dune Discord quest completion. We got our mural, Call of the Wild mural. Pretty sweet. And then we've got the bedroom. This one just have... We're gonna make a bigger bed. We got some storage chests. We got a little Moadib here. We got this from pre-ordering the Ultimate Edition. And quite a cool terrarium that they have. It's interactive, so it's pretty sweet. Got a little lounging area. We got my desk. Nothing on the desk as of yet. But I am basic room, just trying to make it look a little bit lively up here. This is a 5-story building, quite large. This is our dining lounge area. Got a library. Got another little Moadib.
Sector weather alert. A large
Sandstorm coming 1 minute. Good time we came back. And now we're at the manufacturing bay. So we've got our weapons fabricator. That basically is building out all of your necessary weapons. You can choose between short knife, long blade, pistol, rifle, shotgun, LMG is the next one, which we don't have unlocked yet. And then ammo types. So there's incendiary gel, which we haven't had a weapon to use for yet. And then one of the last weapons you unlock is the rocket launcher. So being able to get some rockets will be pretty sweet for the end game, knocking out those ornithopters from the ground in the deep desert. And then this star constellation looking icon is just all of your uniques. So we're using quite a few already. We got the spark sword, which gives a jolt of electricity to your hands, increases the stamina for a little bit when you parry. And then we are using the artisan disruptor pistol,
Sector weather alert.
which
A
shoots
large
heavy darts
sandstorm
and breaks through the shield quite well. I believe 2 of them, at least on most zones, will break the shield, and then the 3rd one puts them down. So, pretty sweet. Got a repair station where you come in here, and as long as you have, the acquired materials, you can repair. So, now we've repaired our suspensor belt, and that's what allows us to sit here and kind of glide around. The storm has hit the base. Cycler, this essentially turns anything you're not using into its respective parts, so we can salvage gun parts and get salvage metal. We can take Ari's pistol that we just got, because it's not as good as ours, and won't let us recycle it, so never mind. We didn't want the medium blood sack. We can get back some micro sandwich fabric that we used to make it. Doesn't give you back all the materials, but it does give you back some, so that's quite a neat option. Garment fabricator, that's just allowing you to do your light armor, heavy armor, your still suit armor. There's a radiation suit currently for the radiation zones, and then again all your uniques. We got fabricators, we got small ore refineries, big ore refineries, which goes all the way up to the plastanium. And then we've got our chemical refineries, which gives us our lubricant. The lubricant is what powers our wind turbines. Each wind turbine gives you about the power of 2 generators. And then, of course, we have our water cisterns that hold our water and our blood purifiers. So we drained a couple bodies, give it to the blood purifier, and it'll sit there and convert it into water. Water is used for pretty much all manufacturing of items, weapons, and of course you want to have your Leader John, whichever style you have. I've got the Decaliter John, so it holds 10,000. Really helpful when you're out in the level 4 heat zones and you're just sweating them. And yeah, so pretty cool. We're rocking the Dune Man heavy armor. This is only a aluminum, but it's working for what we have. I believe we're at 751 armor total. We got a 60% armor mitigation, but we have no heat protection and whatnot. And then we've got our core survival numbers here. So health is still lower. Hydration. Yeah, so now we should be full healed. Okay. So again, manufacturing bay. We've also got a crawl space. This essentially is outside these walls. There used to be a shield wall here, but I took it away. But outside here is our wind catchers, and that will catch wind, filter it, depending on what kind of filter you have, which you make off this survival fabricator here. If I can access it. So here we make filters, plug them into those wind turbines, filters out the sand, turns it to water, puts it in our circuit. And these are just some of our specialty items. So like we can create a still tent. So if you're out and about and you're on your bike or whatever, and maybe you're just running around, you can carry a still tent with you, throw it on the ground, hop in it when those sandstorms come through, and you won't be hurt. So it's pretty cool. Got different blood extractors, the dew reapers and dew scythes. This is what harvests the water off the plants. Those are really cool tools in this game. And then we got the different cut array tools for mining, static compactor for flour sand gathering, and spice gathering, whatnot. Thumpers, we haven't used those yet, but that essentially is what's going to use a lot more in the deep desert when we're trying to keep the worms away from our sand crawlers and trying to harvest the spice and sand without getting the full Shai-Hulud mouth engulfing you. Different resource scanners, survey probes, staking units that allow you to increase the overall size of your building base, so that's why ours is so big. I've got 2 staking units. This is just a subfloor garage. But yeah, so that's the full base tour of our original base. But we will be working on the new Harkonnen base tonight, so it's gonna be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. Need to get some fuel. Which I might have some extra batteries in the buggy. I do not have any. Yeah, you generally won't salvage a full battery. You'll get the fuel cells and then you'll have to make a battery. Let me see. That's why I was really trying to get on those wind turbines, because the generators we have, I think we've got like 200 fuel cells in each one of these generators. So I can split this, take these, make I haven't made a battery in so long, I'm not even sure. Oh wait, small chemical refiner. Alright, I can make 6 medium-sized, so we'll do those. We've been rocking the small for so long. Just fuel cells and water, yeah. Yeah, it just goes in the chemical refinery. Which should pump those upstairs. You could just Go grab those batteries, put them in the ornithopter, and then upload the storage in the ornithopter. Update the storage in the ornithopter. Alright, there's like 3... No, I made 11. Just kidding. So I took 2 medium cells. There's a bunch more in the small chemical refinery for you, D-Money. Alright, let's refuel. Okay, that's at 100%. Now, let's fill up the ornithopter with some plastone. So essentially, in order to get the Harkonnen build, you had to go to Harko Village, find the vendor, purchase the building set, which was quite spendy. And then you had to go out with your buggy and harvest basalt. Basalt is only located in the far northwest area, so pretty much all throughout here was mining the black basalt rock. And then you bring it back, mix it with some water, create plastone. Plastone is essentially the granite of building in the Harkonnen building set. So go to this drop down here, go to our scout ornithopter, and just load up as much as it's going to let us. So we're going to have to come back for more, or we can load up the buggy and drive that way, but we can just fly. This is giving us 2,500 plastone. We should be able to build a basic base area just fine. I want to make sure I have cobalt paste on me. That will be for our that'll be for our permashield walls, our pentashields. Oh, I'm gonna put the pistol right now. So try enough for that. Just double check the building. Switch to our building tool. Okay. So we have enough. I need salvage metal for the thief and the power generator and the pentashields, steel, cobalt, servox. Okay. All right, nodes, we're just loading up with the items that we need to start building and making sure we can power our base, our second base. So calibrate servox. I am running out of room. That is so heavy. It's really these. 57. So we can split that up. We need those. And then I said we needed steel. And steel somewhere. Well, we'll make more steel real quick. While this happens, just want to double check. Fill up on water. Considering we put about 100,000 milliliters of water together today, should be plenty to get us through to the next build. How's it going, everybody? We are just loading up and getting our scout ornithopter loaded and ready to go. We're going to start building the Harkonnen base. We just finished the last trial of the Fremen. met the stranger Ari, and she transcribed the mnemic film that the hologram allowed us to obtain from the final trial. Looks like it wants me to go meet the black market trader in Harko village, which we will do a little bit later. I want to start getting the Harkonnen base going. This one's faster. Oh, I do have a bunch of steel. Okay. We already had steel. Thought it was somewhere. Alright, we're loaded. Scout Ornithopter's loaded. Double checking one more time. I don't think we have another set of storage. You have to build the storage thing for the Ornithopter to carry. I can build one. No, I can build one. Here we go. Yep, perfect. I'll build this. We'll throw it on there. We can load up more less stone. We might need some granite too, because we're gonna have to build some chests to hold some stuff. Let's actually double check that as well. If you want to grab the storage out of there in a welding torch and throw them on your Ornithopter while I do this, that would be splendid. Okay. I already forgot what I was doing. Oh, that's right. Checking what we need. Little chests for now. So just a bunch of salvage metals. We need salvage metal and plastone in the copter, so that's fine. Make sure to do that. The vehicle fabricator? Oh, there. Didn't even realize that was set. Slap down on there. Now, I'll tell you what, nodes, for the last couple days, we didn't really visualize this drop down at first. We were just carrying stuff to these chests. This backpack drop down feature has been real nice. So once that on there, should pop up with another Scout Ornithopter option. You got a welding torch? Yeah, I usually leave one in whatever vehicle possible because they're always needed. So we could just keep it on the Ornithopter. I don't think I have one on my Ornithopter. No. I've got stuff that doesn't really need to be in there. Nice. Alright. Granite. Oh, stone. Cool. Just shy of another 2,500 loaded up in yours. Ready to go. No, we're gonna have to build storage right off the bat. I'm thinking for the new base, since we gotta pretty much be left. So once you get into the final end game and you're traveling to deep desert, essentially you're flying to an edge of the zone, whether it's north, south, east, or west. And when you approach the end of map wall, it'll say, do you wish to leave or go to the world map? And as long as you're in a flying vehicle, you could go to the world map. And the world map is a totally different scenario. There's like little stations where you got to refuel or pick up water, or else your ship, doesn't survive in the world map. It's nuts. The way that you enter and exit on this main Haga basin determines how you enter into the deep desert, and you'll see that all as time comes on. But really cool stuff that they built into this game. And then, of course, Sheol is all blocked off because haven't surveyed it yet, and it's all radiation zone, hence the radiation suit that you get in the game. So, haven't been down that way yet, but we'll get there. Mainly just progress through, like I said, the main storyline. We finished the Fall of Proteus. We did all the Fremen. We now have the Assassin's Handbook, which pushed us into that black market. We've been working on the Harkonnen quests. We are almost finishing our level 3 rep faction Harkonnen quests. We've done, various miscellaneous quests, different, now that we moved up northwest, we unlocked the Shield Wall and the Odadem quest lines. We've been picking those up as we go. There's still quite a bit of quests to complete. We've done parts of them, just different areas, different Imperial testing stations. There's a lot of them to enter and get the necessary things out of. Now that we got some more points, I know that I wanted to put more in. Which one was it? I think it was recovery. We can increase our overall health. That's always good. Being fully advanced level 3 capability on the Bene Gesserit, we can max out all our skills as need be. And then our trooper, we're only at level 2, but that's been good enough for us so far. And then planetologist, we are just level 1. For some reason, the level 2 advanced is not appearing this time, but all the planetologist stuff is passives, except for, I think it's like one ability, yeah, the suspensor pad. Not really needed, but mountaineering, still suit seals, fuel efficient pilot, fuel efficient driver, vehicle repair, like it's all passives that are great for your entire character, your power pack, your suspensor belt, your mining tools, your dew gathering tools, all really great passives for your tree build for sure. We've got just shy of 900 intel points left to spend. Basically, those are the duraluminum and plastanium products. Those are your end game things. At least that's what I think. You could obviously get to these, without the... No, I'm pretty sure you need end game for all this stuff, because that's where the carrier comes in, as you can see. Plastanium, you can build the sand crawler, you can build the transport helicopter, transport ornithopter, and carry your sand crawler around before the worm gets you, or maybe it does. So yeah, we're going to load up. We've already loaded up our ornithopters. We're going to go pick a spot up in the, like I said, northwest, just because if we're closer to the wall, we can get to the world map in the deep desert much easier. All of our final materials are kind of in this area now as we've progressed throughout the game, so I think we're going to build... We'll just go to the northwest and take a peek and see how it looks. Such a cool concept. Bye, old base. It's been nice. We'll come back and take what we need out of there. Just get into that nice cruising altitude before we go into vulture mode. And here we go. The fact that you can do that, and once you get rocket launchers on this thing too, and you start battling in the deep desert with these, jeez, it's gonna be a blast. Now we are. Problem solved. Sornia Haryan. Nodes, as you can see, the in-game name of our character is Zaiv Mentat. The Zaiv means wolf, and the Mentat is, in my own interpretation, basically just a really smart person, a nerd. So, we have the wolf nerd. Here comes a crashed ship. Just got blown up from the outer atmosphere. It's going to land somewhere on this map. And you can harvest that, or try to harvest that. It's got really good industrial pumps and a lot of other good items. However, the worm is generally right there. That's pretty cool. I'm glad we got to see that come in. So yeah, you can harvest those. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sornia Haryan or D-Money will try to get one of those ships earlier in the game last week and ended up getting eaten by the worm. So it definitely happens. We're passing over the cult. I went in there once. It's got some good stuff. But lots of shielded guys in there. Alright. Now we just have to pick a spot. We want to make sure that we have road access. So like building up here would be not so good. We want to make sure, by road access I mean ability for our buggies and bikes to get onto the main path of the game. And not have to drop off a cliff. But keep going this way a bit till we hit edge wall. Try and see what looks best for a new base spot. This is really high mountainy in here. What do you think? I don't think I've ever seen this building before. Oh yeah, that's that one base, never mind. The topography on the map itself kind of looks like they'd be steep cliffs, but sometimes they're actual roads, so let's see here. So this blue looking wall that we're about to hit, that's the edge of the map. If you fly close to it slowly, it'll ask you to go to the world map. So don't think we want to build up here. It doesn't look like any good road access down. I'm thinking we're gonna have to build maybe more western or eastern shield wall, since the Odom is quite mountainous. I'm not even seeing any other bases this way. I think eastern, western shield wall is going to be the best bet for building. We'll be close to a trade post, which is always good. The trade post has... I mean, once you have a scout ornithopter, it doesn't matter, because you can just go to the world map and then fly into Arrakis or fly into Harko Village. You don't have to go to the trade post and use the taxi service, essentially, that flies you to them. So here's a Harkonnen base that someone built, we ran into the other day. This is what really pushed me to wanna build a second base, because at first I was not even wanting to, putting so much time into building the first one. But I mean, just looking at this, oof, it's too nice to not want to build one. And I like how he built it on the edge of the mountain, so I think that is along the lines of what I like to do. First base was built along the edge of the mountain. I like the view, so I want to make sure I pick a good spot that has a nice view. But like him, also making sure we have road access. So let's take a peek up here. Yeah, that's sweet. I think he's built it bigger since last time. Well, that might be him that's flying right above it. I see another one up there. Stranger danger! What's up, dude? Oh, you're gonna hit me. Is that you? This isn't bumper ornithopters. Okay. Yeah, I'm going left up this hill. I want to make sure that the view is really nice too. Do you see the... I believe this is the wolf head. Straight north. The giant rock face pillar. The top of it's actually a mouth. Pretty sure that's the... I don't think it's a dragon. I think it's a wolf. Have you been up there yet? What are you doing? Do you see this giant wolf head up to our left, though? I think... Oh, shoot. I didn't realize I was overheated. Gonna have to take a little break and let it cool down. Let's see. Where would you like to build that's in this area? I wouldn't mind having like this nice view of all these pillars out in the Haga Basin would be sweet. I don't think we have road access right here. And we got a trade, not a trade post, but a enemy base right here below us. Man, I'm not really sure. Maybe right here? Right below you? That's kind of a nice view. It's not very flat. That's what foundation is for. even sure where you are. I'd like one of our pentashield windows. Like, see this guy's base is up here too, to the northeast. And he has the view of like the whole pillars out here. I think that'd be sweet. I think right here might be good if you can see my ping. Just build up a nice foundation. I'll fly to you. Oh shoot. Almost ran out of fuel flying around this little time. Oh. You got enemy base on both sides of you there. Which I guess is good for blood harvesting. Yeah, but there's no road access. Right? We wouldn't be able to ever have buggies or sand bikes. That's what I was trying to build, more or less. Those are all steps, yeah. Oh, this big one that we landed up on top? I feel like I'm leaning towards this rock base just because it's got a real clear view of all of it. Way out there? Yeah, but it doesn't have a road. I feel like right here would be solid. It's right next to the Atreides base, essentially. It's kind of funny. But like, right here, have a big overlooking part of the base that has this for a view. I mean, I don't think you can get better than that. Where'd you go? On the side over there, yeah. So I feel like this one, no one's gonna even build next to us because we got this whole non-combat zone to our right. We've got the 3 enemy bases around us for easy blood draw. Yeah. Another Harko base. I don't know, land where I'm at and see if you like this view. It's got a lot of mining stuff around it too. A lot. There's like 8 basalt 9, 10, 10 basalt rocks right here. See your shadow, but I don't see your plane. Oh shit, there you are. Yeah, so like if we built essentially on this whole thing, we'd have to do a lot of foundation. But then have it overlook the edge, you know? Have this be a big window. I think that'd be sweet. Yeah, we'd basically use some staking units and build down and make a ramp. This guy's mining down there. Maybe up over there somewhere. It's too close to their base, though, I think. I mean, maybe not, but kinda is. It might not even let me build that close. I haven't tried, but... See, I feel like this view is alright, but I really like the spire view. Well, let me see if it'll let me build. Sliding. Up where you're at for starting? Or down here? We just have to build a ramp from here. I think we can do that. We'll have to probably at least get one staking unit. Let's see. Let's see what it tells us. Oh shit. Did we grab salvage metal? I think that's in your helicopter. I need that, please. Oh, is it not in yours? Shit, was it in mine? I hope we grabbed it. Damn it. Oh, shit. Didn't grab any, so I'll have to find some metal real quick. At least 70 and 40, so 110. At least 110. Perfect. Nice. This is good. It's mostly flat. Can get a good build base off this area. Put my stealth suit on while we're doing this. Take this battery. You pick up the stuff in that bag? I think right here for starters. That gives us all the way up on the cliff, pretty high up, and then out quite a bit. Or the ornithopter's not close enough? Is that why they can't get into the storage? Maybe they gotta be within the base fief, that makes sense. That was it. Yep. Nice. Just want to put some materials in there for now. Man, I am cooking. Sweating over here. All right. Structural. We need some foundation first. Start. Gotta start on the point. Probably. You can, if you pull your construction tool out, you can see the big blue square. I think that lines up good enough for us to eject out of the rock some on both sides. we're gonna have to build some pillars off of this. Yeah, we can have the garage down there. I'll put a staking unit and we can build out further. But I think I'm gonna need pillars down here. Not 100% sure. I haven't really thought about how to build this base. Yeah, we just don't have, we had to build pillars or whatever, and those are hard to build. I don't know if I'm doing it all right.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
We need to get our ornithopters into a sheltered. Which might be this little tunnel right here. Yep. It stops sliding down the hill. Alright, gotta think about this. Shit, is
Sector
it right
weather
here?
alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Crap. When it comes to the insufficient stability, I'm not sure what the best way to do it is. I think this is the bottom. Okay, we're at the bottom. Why can't I? Not letting me grab onto this. Insufficient stability, but I can't actually. So I might need to get a vertical staking unit and build up from the bottom on that part. That's my guess. Yeah. Okay. Definitely using a lot of materials. $18 per block. Just trying to build a big enough I think so, no. Just trying to build a big enough square here to start putting walls up. We decided to build right on a big rock face, so. I feel like we're kind of getting limited. You can build up quite a bit. So if we want the road this way, that'll have to be the buggy garage. So we're gonna need some staking units. Oh no, you just get a staking unit and it extends your box. That's what I did for the other base and why it's so big. I just got 2 staking units, and it's basically like a sub-thief zone. but it just keeps it with the same feed, so you have the same generators, and or else you'd have to have multiple different generators, you have different circuits that wouldn't match. This you can make, I think you can have like 5 different stakes, so you can make it huge. They're only 15,000 to buy a stake, so that's the route we're gonna have to go so that we can start more downwards. We get 2 vertical stakes, and we can start at the bottom of this road and come up. That kind of thing. But I'm just trying to think of the roadway right here. Should have brought some staking units. You have to get them from the survival manufacturer that's down in the crawl space. Because then we could build out a little more this way, east. And I think that would help. Then we'd have a bigger garage here. For now, I'll just try and do some walls. There's 4 types of walls, and then we got window walls. Passageways, you see. What we got here? Go to all. Right. Oh, this gate is so cool. It's got the face on it. Oh, hell yeah. Fill up on Plastone and then go down to the survival fabricator and see if it lets you build staking units. You'll need money, but if that's the case, I'll have to come back probably. I think I have like 50 grand on me. Special advanced rooms, wedge walls. I think our back wall just needs to be basic. Shoot. I'm just gonna have to come back 1 second. Put up the generator real quick. Okay. Let me dump what... I was trying to unload my ornithopter before I went back, so I'll build some more storage real quick. Oh, my ornithopter's not this. That's right. Alright, nodes, this is taking some time, but this thing's gonna be sweet when it's done. on my way back. We are flying back to our original large base to get more plastone from storage, fill up the ornithopter. We need to get some staking units. We can already build bigger. Go bigger, go home, right? And that's what we're doing. We're going home, then we're building bigger. How are my viewers doing this evening? Or morning, whatever you got going on in your time zone. Yeah, you pretty much do glide from one to the other. That's pretty dope.
Fucking pedophile. Just saying.
Hey, calm down.
Yeah,
Calm
yeah,
down.
no,
Calm down.
fucking,
Oh shit! Oh,
Calm down. I got rockets. Calm down. I'm just kidding.
is that you? Is that you, Drake?
No, I don't know you guys. I got the big base right next to you, though.
Oh no, we were just talking about Drizzy Drake over there.
Ah, nice. Man, the comms in this are hilarious. Oh, you parked all janky. Let's park up here. No, you're good. Yeah, no. There's these two guys arguing up at the other base, and I like whipped around in the helicopter, and I was like, I got missiles, be quiet. That's awesome. Alright, fill up the ornithopter. We're definitely gonna have to harvest more basalt. Okay. I think I have those on me. What else was I grabbing? Yeah, I put the materials in the ornithopter. I grabbed another battery. I got the steel. Go make some staking units. That's right. Why is it not letting me get staking units? It says I only have 2. It's because I only grabbed 1 out of there. What the hell? Oh no, I grabbed all of it, I think. We're gonna have to definitely mine more. Yeah, 1 more basalt. Which is fine, that's pretty easy to... Yeah, like we need to have, yeah, it's gonna take a bit to, because we need the medium ore refinery, and there's only 1 over here. It's not too far of a distance to use this as manufacturing until we get that base going, but because I don't have to destroy this one, I could keep it. Right. Okay, storage. Oh, this was circuit 7. That's where we input. Okay, so we want a vertical staking unit and a staking unit. Right. Okay. So I need more of my money, which is upstairs. Yes, I got a vertical and a regular. That should give us our room to do what we need. I think we're good to go. Yeah. I'm gonna head back. I think my still suit is full. That's how much I've been sweating. That thing is full. I don't think I've ever had it full this whole game. Look, Mon, no hands. I love how the flying in this is way more like intuitive in terms of handling in regards to like, or in difference of the sand bike. I think it's rough. You're like, turn! It's like, no, nope, not gonna do that for you. This thing, you're like, oh, okay. Can do that. I don't even see the base yet. There it is. Oh yeah. That's already gonna be sweet. You want to park on the lower one, I'll park on this upper one. Okay. Staking unit. So. We can go out. This is the way we want to go out, right? This way? If I put it here, this will make it go all the way along the rock face here. I don't think... Oh, I can go out this way. I should go out this way then. Yes? Okay. So like right here then. We might need another staking unit to go horizontally out the other way, but this will work. So that'll take a minute to map the area, then shoot off. I don't know if you've ever watched one of these before. It's kind of cool. has like a whole animation sequence, and then it just right into the air. I feel like I look like what are those things from Star Wars? Sand people with this mask. Oh, this is sweet. Mine all this basalt too, right here. So now if you pull out your build tool, we got this whole area. Now, if I do the vertical one, I haven't done a vertical one before in the game, so let's see how this works. Well, I don't know why that is. Right. So this vertical part's not working like I thought it would. We might just have to build out another way. We'll have to use a vertical some other way and then get another regular land claim. Whoop. Can you build off this one? You should be able to. Oh, I know. Sorry. I had you added, but only as associate. Now it's co-owner. Now you should be able to build. So now, if we go like this. We can build out really far that way, actually. Which would actually help us build up, so I'm going to do that real quick. Oh, you have to have it too? I wondered about that. Oh, like that? Oh, man. So you gotta spend the money too to just be able to build with it. I wondered about that. I mean, I get it, but that's kind of nuts. Well, now the base is bigger this way, so that's not bad. And then we can just build our ramp. I think I can build the ramp straight up here. But here's the ramp. So then we can build... Yes, if we went out east more... Oh, you're saying build up higher vertically. Yeah, okay. And I got one, so I might as well place it. I gotta go up higher. Place inside land plane. I don't even know if this is gonna work. There's nowhere to place this thing. No, you just go out from it. But I think the problem... keeps saying place inside my land claim. Well, I didn't out there for the dirt. I just walked out in the road. Well, here we go. What's this do? If I put it here, what's that do for me? Now let's see what that does. I realize how big this base is actually about to be up against this rock face. If we move more this way, like more northwest, rather than off the cliff, I think that'll help. Okay, so we have the first wall, ramp. Now we just need, if you want to move your heli, por favor. Gotta make all this flat. Oh, but you'd have to make it to where people could drive through it. Or else you'd block them off from getting up there at all. Yeah, I think getting another land claim and going east will help too, so we can build more out from here. We're gonna have to get you a bunch of money so you can help build. Okay, I've kept all mine as separate as possible just so I didn't spend it anyone else's on shit, but... Right. Okay, so we need a pentashield walled here. Which is gonna need a 4-corner thing, so we're gonna need a roof first. So let's build some walls. everything is 12, so it doesn't matter what kind of wall. We got windows. It's like an inner wall, I think. I don't know what that is. Probably gonna have to build some and then like remove, you know, like build and then change it. Right. There. Buggy should be able to drive right through that. Sweet. Then we won't. For now, we'll just do regular windows. But we'll want pentashield here too. It's already looking big. And where do we want our main entry door to be to like walk in? I'll have to figure that out. There's a really cool gate you can put on this game or in this mode. Let's see. Maybe like stairs here and the gate right here. Should we build out further for the whole length, though? Can you see the length when you pull out your build tool, at least? How far should we build out? It's like this far out. I just want to make it so people can maybe drive under our ledge, so we're not limiting anybody. So I don't want to have to build pentashield walls for them to drive through. Wow, wow, wee, wow. What's up, friend? What is 8 UTC? Is that soon? Huh. It's like 2 or 3 a.m. though, right? Yeah. Okay, so I got a little bit of time. Got a little bit of time. Okay, I might have built too much. Where do we want the stairwell to the gate? Because the gate is quite large. The gate takes up... Here, I'll place it to show you. You see this thing? Look at the outside. It's got a face on it. So where would we want that? Maybe facing this way? maybe like right. Not sure. We want the buggies driving up there. We want stairs. From where? Maybe like up this way. Could work. And then maybe we go up diagonally. I mean like this. Or you're standing. It's like place block by character. And you're saying the gate right here. Oh my gosh, it fell off. Like this? Is that good? Right. Did you mine all the basalt around here? Alright, if you want, we need 200 basalt for every, that makes 250 plaststones. So we're gonna need more for sure. Okay, so that'll get us 250 plaststones at least. That's another 20 walls. We're gonna have to build a roof at some point. I think we're building too much floor space right away. Probably have to knock some of this off real quick just to get some walls up. Oh yeah, this is gonna be sweet. not that bad to mine. It was like half an hour, maybe 40 minutes to get 7,000. It's all this foundation I had to use.
A
Oh,
large
great.
sandstorm is approaching.
I moved my helicopter real quick. Oh, I think I have a lot more than I thought. Forgot my whole ornithopter was full. Yeah, that's helpful. How's it look flying in? Nice. Oh yeah, I haven't even seen the outside. Oh shit, that's awesome looking. It comes off the wall. Oh shit. The sandstorm comes right over the rock face too. That's dope. Hey, Jacob. This came out. Let's see. I had early access on June 5th for having the Ultimate Edition, so I've been playing since the 5th. But it officially released on the 10th to all other public. So, a couple days, 3 days for public release and 8 days for early release, which explains why we're so far in. But yeah, the crafting in this is so fun. The different wall usage, you can alternate things. Oh wait, that hurt. I'm unsheltered. Why am I unsheltered? Oops. We have progressed through the majority of the storyline campaign, as you'd call it, and recently unlocked the Harkonnen base building set and spent a good chunk mining basalt to get the flat stone so that we could start building our second Harkonnen, or our second base, but in Harkonnen theme. So, really digging this. I mean, how could you not want that gate as your front door? Just, nope. Anyway, back to building. We're just trying to get same height as our pentashield all the way around so we can put a roof. Nice. Just go in every other with different wall types. I think it's good. Two all the way around. Right? think I'll have enough to just do this roof. Yeah. Shit. I think I'm gonna have to mess with all the corners after. Just so many options. Insufficient stability, what? Okay. Man, I've got a championship game tomorrow afternoon, but I'll probably get on in the morning. I'm definitely going to try and get this roof done before I get off or before the servers go down. Because if I don't, then if there's a sandstorm, it's not going to be good, I don't think. Yeah, it'll just be basalt mining. That's about it. If you mine with the buggy too, you get 99 basalt per. And if you just mine with the gun, it's only like 60 or something. So the buggy is definitely the route to go. Every rock essentially 100. So every 2 rocks gets you 250 plastone. And first floor roof is done. At least stuff can be parked in here. Pivot, thank you, take it easy. Alright, nodes, we're just gonna finish up the roof on this. Servers are about to go down. They're all going down for an hour and a half, but I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, essentially keep you guys waiting, keep myself waiting. We'll just hit it again tomorrow. But, it's going good. Oh shoot, I only got 500 left. That's not what I wanted. I don't understand these curved pieces just yet. What do we fill these with? Huh. That's a good one. Shit. It's getting there. We'll have our helicopter. Oh yeah, we can go way up. Look how far we can go up. Our helicopter bay will definitely be up top. For now, we'll make it right here. Oh no, we need more cobalt. We not. Oh, we grabbed it. Oh shit. Accidentally hit Z. Well, for those watching, this is your spice. I was full up on spice, so I was able to activate my spice abilities. So I get to walk around with this demonic looking eye now. But like I said, I thought I grabbed cobalt based. So I guess I didn't grab enough. So that's fine. We can fly back real quick. That way I can build a pentashield right here for a quick hangar. Take a peek at what we got so far. What we did is we built up against the mountain. Oh man, look at that. So all regular vehicles needing to get up the hill simply just drive under our archway. No hindrance whatsoever. Got this nice overhang. The lower foundations we'll be working on to build out more. That's what was needed to at least get the upper part going. So this will be our main manufacturing level right here. We've got our sweet gate that we put in. And then we basically can build all the way up to this top rock, so it's going to be quite massive. Go big or go home. Absolutely right. So we're going to fly back to our old base, see what extra stuff we can grab real quick. We need more cobalt paste. I think D-Money was able to get another 500 some glass stone, so that'll help us get where we need to get real quick. I also want to double check server, make sure that my time is correct. Looks like I got 47 minutes. Looks like. Okay. A little bit of time left before the server drops for a hotfix, and that's when we'll be calling it for tonight. And we'll be getting back on tomorrow. But I wanted to get as much done as possible on the new base. I think we've made some great progress. The fact that we can basically glide in our ornithopter from our new base to the old base is pretty solid as well. No gas needed. Or no battery, I should say. Wait. Oh, tomorrow's only Friday. Dang, we're ahead of the game. I usually don't get on Thursdays. So that explains why I was thinking tomorrow was the weekend. Okay. It's not that. Okay. Cool. There's two full ones. Just ditch the blood bags for now. That's what we need. Some more room. And then we want to check out some. We're about to see some hallucinations when our spice runs out. Looks like a bunch of black shadows popping out of the air and falling through the sky. It's quite nuts. So let's see. Spice is about to turn off. Let's take you on. There we go. Now we start hallucinating. Oh, there they are. Huh. This basically goes on for, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute maybe. Usually they just like are everywhere. Up in the sky, all around. It's pretty cool what they did with the after effects of using spice. And then, let's roll that up. Also, it's not really good. Static. 500, which is better cobalt paste. Shoot. Should I grab that steel just in case I needed that? Come back for the buggy tomorrow. Fix that just sub 750 and start diving. Looks like we're going against the wind and a little bit uphill in terms of altitude. Versus when we come back, we drop down off the hill, so we have more of that momentum and gets us a little farther. A little windy. Well, we were able to finish the last trial. We just need to get into the Harko village to visit the black market trader. That was the next step after Ari, the stranger, decoded the mnemonic film from the last trial. So, I'll check that out tomorrow. really just wanted to make sure we get this base sealed in. Man, that's looking big. This won't be the final, obviously. I'm just trying to get it put together before I sign off. Not mistaken. We just blew our power generator. So that powers that back up. Let's close this in real quick. We'll extend all this tomorrow, as all this will be manufacturing. We're gonna make the nice levels up top. Anti-shield is in, so that's good. Our gate is down below. That's are getting somewhere. Space is massive already. Appreciate those who stuck around to the late hours, watching us complete that last trial and starting the build on our new and final base. We went with Harkonnen, that's our faction. We unlocked its building set, and it is well worth it. Pretty sure the gate is just my favorite. So, like I said, all vehicles can drive right under here. We do not hinder any other players' access via this road. We have our own ramp for the buggy. And we have our staircase to our main gate. Look at this gate. Watch this. Amazing. Super sweet. And then we have our loading bay for our buggy and our bikes. This one I think we did not enclose it all the way. Okay, that's fine. But regardless, no one can take anything, no one can get in. We are good to go. Alright, Notes, again, I appreciate you. It's good to be back running these live streams. I apologize that we have progressed so far into Dune without doing it. We've just been super busy. And honestly, just when I was getting on, it wasn't proper times for live streaming, so the grind was there. We did it. We're level 105 already. We've got pretty much all the Bene Gesserit except for our top views, because that's the final after the 3rd level. You get the final advanced contracts done. The Trooper, we've got to level 2. Planetologist level 1. I think we'll end up leaving the planetologist there, at least for now. Not too worried. They're all passives, so they're good to have, great to have, but not too worried about that right now. And 850 research points to spend, so still lots to do in the game. And we've got, what do we have? We have near 70 hours in the game so far, so it's been great. Looking forward to getting the Harkonnen variant for the Ornithopter. It's a nice black and red color scheme. We're going to go all out on Harkonnen, so stay tuned. We will catch you guys in the next one. And again, appreciate those who stopped by, jumped in the chat. You guys are all great. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you.